Alright everybody, after having some technical difficulty due to Avatar Roku's obstinance, I somehow lost all my audio. So sorry folks, no sound effects. Welcome to Roaming Reporter Nanami Clyde's interview with Avatar Roku. Again, I have to do a kind of post-commentary, post-reading because of I somehow lost all the audio. This is a new thing I'm trying to do. I'm going around to the citizens of Goblin server of the game Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm just going to ask them some silly questions, some fun questions, and, basically see why they're actually in the game. Why are they here? What are they doing? In the meantime, I just put some slow-mo on as Avatar Roku is doing one of his favorite attacks. Boom, 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 and it fades away. It's going to speed up here in a minute. Meanwhile, I'm going to be reading what's being typed down here. In further interviews, I'm going to try to increase that type so I can record at the same time. Alright, Nanami Clyde. This is Roman Reporter Nanami Clyde. I'm currently recording for my YouTube channel, Cosmic SeaTh. Would you mind answering some questions? Nanami Clyde responds, please. Nanami Clyde, by the way, is my character who is a level 41 bard in the game. I did speed up the video just a tad because I know it takes a little time for people to type up response. So even though, here we go, I am now typing, Avatar Roku responds, what do I need to do? Boom, boom, boom. I replied, answer the questions. This is an interview. Quintel, which is another part of our guild, he's trying to get some cards over here at Mirmaroon, and so he's kind of just in the mix. Oh, is Nanami interviewing you? I burst out laughing at Avatar Roku. Haha! Nanami Clyde responds, I. As in, yes. I'm trying to get a good, better close-up here, getting the camera all set up. There we go. Nanami Clyde, you would, thank you. First question. Is there a meaning behind your name? Quintel, in the background there playing cards, says, I mean, damn boys, if things keep looking up for me, I'll be buying you some scripts. Avatar replies, can I answer in party mode? I reply, sure. My questions are all macro, because, I don't want to type 20 million times, so I macroed all the questions. Hence why I am super fast, and he's going to take a little bit of time to type out responses, because that's just natural things. And this random person just randomly, very rudely ramps past my interview. Doesn't even say hello. Avatar Roku replies, yes, I love the show Avatar The Last Airbender, and I was a fan of Roku and his pet dragon. Quintel rudely interrupts, gay. I'll stop. I reply, what made you a fan of Roku? Avatar Roku responds to Quintel, you're effing up my interview, twat! Sticks his tongue out. I burst out laughing. Quintel says, sorry, Papa, as he's playing his card game over there in the background. Typing. Avatar Roku responds. The fact that he had a dragon and came to Aang in his time in need of lot. I replied, the dramatic entrance. We all like the heroic moment of shows and the dramatic entrance, and they always seem to spark creativity in various people. Oh, my second question. Is your free company awesome? Why are you with them? Now, of course, this question is meant for people who are not in my company, but it's, like I said, it's all macros, so we're all part of the same company. So we're going to be extremely biased where Avatar Roku responds, my free is the mother beeping best. Number one, I, of course, agree. I have a follow-up question. Did you help start your free company? Why are you with them? Free company, for those who don't know, is like a guild in another game. Nice, good close-up on his demon mask. Avatar Roku replies, I'm with him because my last leader harassed me, so Rulin welcomed me to this. Rulin, by the way, is a really awesome leader. He kind of just sent me a random invite. Luckily, this free company is very warm, very welcoming, very friendly. There's little pressure. I personally like them a lot. I've been with other companies where it was all about the number games, a lot of stress. This is a game. This is not supposed to be work. This is supposed to be fun. Next question. Where in the world are you? Why are you here? Avatar replies, I joined about 4 months ago, but I recruited about 100 people. Oh, he's still replying to the previous question. He joined our company 4 months ago, and he recruited over 100 people, which is true. Which I say, holy, if I could only get some fans, please subscribe. He responds to the next question. I live in Orlando, Florida, because I work at Disney World. So now we have a hookup to Disney World in case somebody wants, some cheap tickets. However, he replies, but this has always been my home. And of course, to the whole Disney World comment, I replied, this is awesome. I kind of missed there. Quintel was probably saying something silly about his cards. Roku says he's born and raised there. Quintel lives nearby, and he's asking if you should hang. And then I politely say, moving on to the next question. When did you last sing to yourself? I cheer Avatar Roku on, and then I start a little dance. Roku replied, I never sung to myself, which I think he's fibbing, but hey, it is what it is. He says, my voice will break glass and make my ears bleed. I replied, really? Not to another? Your fans want to know. Of course, he just said because he feels he has a horrible voice. And Quintel just basically yelled, my boy Memory don't know how to play cards, bruh. Again, interrupting the interview. Next question. If you can take something from this game and apply it to the real world, what would it be? I gaze upon Avatar Roku in deep reflection. Roku responds, flying mounts, so I can bomb the terrorists in return. I guess Quintel basically gives his thumbs up, saying 10 out of 10. Or he beat his game 10 out of 10 times. Not sure which. With a giant dragon, Roku responds. I exclaim, that would be wicked. Next question. What was your childhood dream? And I try to comfort Avatar Roku. I stated, remember you do not have to answer because some of these questions could be seen as too personal, and you always have the right to say no comment, I don't want to talk about that, and we can move on. I'm trying not to be the paparazzi of Final Fantasy XIV. Roku replies, my childhood dream was to become a billionaire. Reminds me of Richie Rich. I respond, mine was a... Oh, wait. Roku says, sadly I haven't reached it yet. I respond, mine was to become an actor. And I haven't achieved that at all. And then I bow courteously to Avatar Roku. And then I reply, thank you so much. One final question. Do you need help? This is always an interesting question because it goes a million ways, and it really depends how the respondent can actually answer it. Roku says, no worries, and yes, I do need help. And I'm like, with what? Roku says, babysitting this damn Lala over here. Quintel, of course, says, got tired of pure adrenaline running through my veins. Named Quinn. I love you, mate. Nanami Clyde, I've been doing that all day, which I have. I was actually hanging out with Quintel for a good past couple hours trying to get cards. And then I give Avatar Roku a quick tell. Thank you. This interview will be posted within 24 hours. I will stand by my word. I will post these within 24 hours at my YouTube channel right there. A little link. Again, thank you so much. And then I say, lastly, show us your favorite move. I'm trying to do a good 360 here while keeping the camera steady. I thought it would be a lot bit easier, but hey, it's the best I can do. Not really on rails here. They got stuck with that little Memory guy. See, at this point, you should be hearing cool sound effects and whooshes and whangs and bangs, but I lost audio. Was going to try to ask her for an interview, but she teleported the moment I clicked on her, which is about now. But I did get a glimpse of her name, so I might send her a tell and see if we can get an interview set up. This concludes our interview. He bows. I bow. And then at this point, because this is kind of like my first interview here, I'm asking him, what do you think of the questions? He replies, awesome. And then I'm responding once again, anything I should add or did I miss? Looking around, looking around, looking around. Quintel is still playing his card game. I would add, why do you play Final Fantasy XIV? I actually took time and wrote that question down, and I will macro that one. That is actually a good question to have since we are playing Final Fantasy XIV. I replied, well, I am still recording. Why do you play this game? Boop. You gaze upon Avatar Roku in deep reflection. Roku. Because I played Final Fantasy XI and I missed it so much. Final Fantasy XI was the previous MMO. 11 and Final Fantasy XIV is considered part of the Final Fantasy family, where they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to, well, soon to be 15. When they made their MMOs, they applied that same arithmetic to the game. So the previous MMO version of Final Fantasy XIV was Final Fantasy XI. Then I replied, same, I sucked at Final Fantasy XI though, I was too emo. This game is much more friendlier, he replies. Yeah, this game is much more friendly. Final Fantasy XI, I remember it almost bring me into tears when you die, because in that game, death was a real harsh reality. In Final Fantasy XI, when you die, they take EXP away, and it went so bad where you actually de-leveled. And I remember at one point I was fighting, and I was doing horrible, and I de-leveled twice, and I was just disheartened. This game is much more PvE friendly. I know there is PvP, but it's not like forced upon you. People are not running up to you, asking for a fight or anything like that. It's much more friendly atmosphere. I thank him. He thanks me. He teleported me to... I actually forgot. I was reading the text. I didn't see. South Shore? Doesn't matter. Again, I gave him my macro. Thank you. This interview will post in 24 hours. Then Africa Orcos goes, forgot to show you my dragon. Quintel was like, you had one job, Roku. And then he, of course, shows up in his dragon, and of course, I'm still recording, so now I'm going to look at his pretty dragon. Because you can't be Avatar Roku without a flying dragon. That's just how it is. Nice little 360 right there. Got it! I said. And now he's taking his dragon all the way out. And please subscribe if you like these interviews. Please subscribe. Bye-bye.